I'm becoming the world's best manager. And in one season, I've lost my assistant, gained a new one, which is an ex-player, in Danny Rose, and gained a promotion. Barrow are up to the EFL, getting me noticed as a manager, winning a trophy, which is brilliant. But do we move on today? Or do we build Barrow for the EFL? Yes, people, before we get going, big shout out. As I always say at the start of these videos, it's just an updated mod pack now from Beta 10's Ultra mod, which has added more nations, more kits. Absolutely love it. And secondly, this is my favourite save I've ever done. Sure, the Grimsby one is close. Oh, they all are close. I love them all, but this... top tier. Now we've got Barrow out of National League. We are the manager of a 4th tier England side, but we've got tough aims. We are trying to win 5 major leagues in Europe. And so far still, we've not got a great team, but Barrow now a division above. We've got through a season within 2 days. 2 episodes. That is the pace that I do want to go at. We've got 64 rated 63s. Unfortunately, no Danny Rose. He has retired just to become my assistant, along with the attacking coach. And then we've got Kyle Walsh, who is another coach. And if you're wondering what he looks like, there he is. Hello, Kyle. I'm trying to build my own coaching team and I'm trying to build my own career. We've got 3 million budget now as an EFL club. We sit in 3rd. Just call the season off. We've got Bromley 1st, which is a team level to us in stature, but a team that's just got relegated from League 1, so a tough start. And we've got to decide at the start, are we sticking with Barrow? It looks like a lot of people online, including the ownership, are wanting us to stay. And I think, honestly, I've got no problem. We've just got them promoted. I'm going to keep my eye on the manager market. Actually, look if stuff has happened. In the off-season, we've got Peterborough down here. They haven't sacked Luke Williams. In the Premier League, Chelsea have sacked their manager. Pierre Sarge still in charge. Dexter Goodwin at United. They're the type of jobs we need to eventually win titles. Or maybe we skip England straight away. We go abroad and then come back. But if you guys want to keep coming back for this save, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You're going to keep hearing me repeat that. And if you're watching the full movie, you're beating it a lot. As I'm going to have a meeting with Danny Rose. Danny, you was our best striker. Do you think we go and buy another one now we're in the EFL? I need help on decisions. Our team we want to take into this season, go again, but I know our bench is weak. I know a few players will probably be upset with the lack of game time they got last year. And he says, overall, boss, you can play players that didn't play last year. Everybody's happy we got a promotion. The thing I'd watch out for is the tactics. The National League is a lot different to this division, and if you're going to be a manager of the elite level, learn to adapt. I am telling you, I've seen it. And you know what, Danny might be right. I think we need to try and get an approach. We definitely need to go off the high line. Probably the highest imbalanced. We're not aiming to win a title again. Do we stick with the formation we've got right now? I mean, it has worked. It's more defensive without a cam. Just sitting Fletcher in the advanced central midfield role. McCann sitting in behind. I'm liking the defense despite losing a defender. We've got an academy player here in Moore. Do we send out for more academy players? And Danny was right. Smith, Harper and Kayate, not too upset. They haven't been playing as Scott Smith is our number 8. I was going to see if he could actually move to a centre-back. McCann can't, but what about this man, MJ Williams? If we change him, then Smith can become the backup CDM. Kayate can actually replace Tom Barkus, who's getting older, and Raheem Harper as a backup. He's under 30, which a lot of our squad aren't. The age of it is going up. We've got Kane Hemmings, who's 54. Angus McDonald. Now we've got a challenge as a manager because we've only signed to potentially sell some players. And players are still going to want out. Higher up teams might come in for our players, like Ben Jackson was bought by Nisaka last episode. I still think I'm butchering that team name. But I'm going to go to our next coach in this club, Pete Chadwick. I'm calling him a coach. He's actually a scout. But we're going to send him, of course, to England. I do want to make sure our youth goes out to the country we're in. And that'll change when we go to the likes of Germany. I will send the scout to Germany for a player. And I'm going to look at striker. I'm going to look at centre mid. I think them positions are crucial to us. Although I do think Barrow today go and get themselves a massive striker through purchasing one. Bids in for MJ Williams and Ben Whitfield. He's 31. Spezia in the Serie B. I think that alongside Alanyaspor would be a step up from Barrow, and we want to progress our own career, so I'm not going to stop progression of our players. And by the way, we're going to fill this shortlist out. All these teams have now got clubs. We're not looking at any in particular. I'm going to keep my eye out. I don't want to decrease. I think if we are going to jump ship, it has to be a team higher upper. A lot higher upper. As here's Ben Whitfield. We can't stop. A decent bid coming in for the wee man. So almost 600k. And then to be fair, another decent bid. Which shows we need to spend now we're in the EFL. On Charlie McCann. And he was crucial. Spezia. They are absolutely ruining us. And this is where I look to our scouts. Something I don't usually do. But we've got 3. We've got Lamine Guillon, Charlie Devos, and Joe Spencer. This man's already looking in England. We're probably going to look in England the most. However, there is some nations which potentially have cheaper players for us. For example, the Airtricity League. The Irish League, if I've said that correctly. This is the potential loophole. I think we do need a DM most. Dawson, Devoy. We've got a lot of money, but we are still Barrow. We're still on a bit of a small budget. Matt Healy from Shamrock. James McManus looks like a good player we can grow, and I want to spread the money out. And hopefully grow, as here's the best apart from Devoy, who I thought was a bit too expensive, and the man that I'm looking at most is Matt Healy. Now, as a manager, I'm not going to try and spend over 1 million on one player, especially still whilst at Barrow, so he has cost bang on £1 million, which is the most I'm willing to go on, and that was our new... What was it, position-wise? Our new number 7 and a DM. We're going now in for a right mid. By the way, I'm not just going all young. See, I think even Caffrey will be a bit too much. We've got Max Kovalevskis with decent potential. But the man I'm looking at with 4 play styles, which could be as important as rating, is Dale Rooney, plucking another bargain over from the Irish League. Both starting our journey now in the EFL. This is not where we want to be, though. We want to be in the Premier League. In Ligue 1, in the Bundesliga. We meet Andy Woodman, but we're at home. We haven't bought a new striker. Both new signings into the team, the Irishmen. We need a link up on that wing. Rooney needs to be better than Whitfield. I'm very sad we've let him go, but he got to move to the top tier of Turkey. There goes Healy straight away. And if we have a decent start to this season, we potentially could be on the move, as there's more. What a pass, and what a shot that should have gone in. It was Harrison, one of our signings as well. The players originally here are doing well, but the new boys, Ajayi gets it away. Come on, shock Bromley. Out of any team ever that is shockable, it's probably these boys right here, because they are a club similar sized. They're not going to have the fan base to get behind them. When the times get tough, Connor Mahoney hit the edge of the box. It's into Healy again. He's got a bit of space. He's going for the finesse shot. Their backs are against the wall. Keep on going. That's around the corner into Michael Cheek. That's a good step in, though. Moore is absolutely doing beautiful today. Should have had an assist and still might get one. He's onside here. Is Tyler Walker. Backheeled into Mahoney. Connor Mahoney goes low. Suwumni with the block. Not for the first time, but we have been dominant here in League 2. Still yet to sign a striker, by the way, as there he goes down the wing. Ilunga, Bromley definitely going to try and get back into it. I wouldn't put it past them to make a few defensive changes. They've been a bit all over the shop, especially in their DM position, allowing Fletcher and Moore all the space. Walker's offside. If we are to buy another striker, Danny Rose needs to make sure he coaches him. Harrison into Healy. Healy needs to get that ball across over the top. We've made a few changes around the defense. I know we have gone to a new system, so I want the players to be a bit more comfortable. There's a ball through the middle. Cheek goes backwards into Whitley. Just keep going across. Mark your man. Don't let anybody else's man go behind you, like Jed Spence in real life. Here goes Walker over the top. That's a ball towards Ellis Harrison. An opportunity to win our first fixture. It's saved by Ross Smith. I believe his first name is Ross, but then we're going to backheel it. Here goes Healy going towards the edge of the box. We've still got our set pieces. The other Irishman in Rooney. Testing the keeper, but no goal again. Shipley, Mahoney. Mahoney goes to the edge of the box, and Fletcher doesn't really know what to do with it, so he's going to keep it. We'll wait for the man out wide. Harrison is offside, and we draw our first game here in the Football League, 0-0 with Bromley. I can't lie to you, football can get a bit more exciting. We've got Newport County in the Carabao Cup. That is an opportunity. Potentially win this preliminary round. I think we've got another round against League 1 and 2 clubs. But if we could play a Prem team or even a Championship team to get our names on the On the march towards greatness, we do play Huddersfield, which is a huge game, but Danny Rose is in my office talking strikers. And he talks about how there is a player from his old club out of the game as a free agent. He was released from Grimsby Town, and I'm actually familiar with the guy he's on about. This is Jude Sunset-Bell. He's worth almost $1 million without having a club. Statistically 4-star skill moves, a bit of pace, 23-year-old Thai international. And if Danny Rose thinks he can coach him, I think I can coach him. Let's get him in, offer him the crucial role which Danny Rose was, or crucial role, get him into the club. Hopefully he helps us beat Newport. 1 goal during his time at Grimsby, but he's in this team and he's winning us a Carabao Cup game. 77th minute goal. And a little bit further down the line, the New York Stadium that we're heading to. It's not in New York, obviously. This is Rotherham's, a big team for this level. Simmed a few games, don't know the results of them. The team is getting fatigued because we still need to get some players in. I don't know if we're outside of the window. The first 11, once it's actually fitter, should be quality on its own. Sunset-Bell. Looking for a bit of an opening. He's got the number 10 shirt. Danny Rose, mate, that signing's all on you. I need him to do well. Josh Benson's ex-Grimsby Town, so I really like him. Sam Nom's a decent striker. He's very quick, and he's their main man. Anderson with the tackle. Could be classed as one of ours. Harrison spreads it out wide into Connor Mahoney. If we can try and whip a ball into the box right here for him. We don't. We pull it back. It goes into Fletcher. Fletcher across. And there is Harrison hitting it with his knee. 1-0 against Rotherham. It is our first league EFL goal. And for a team that's just got promoted, we don't look out of place. It's a brilliant ball across. And Rotherham are in all kinds of trouble. They ain't been great in a while in real life. Of course, relegated all the time from the Championship when they get up there. Now they find themselves in League 2, just like IRL. Mahoney, get that across the box there. Harrison making a decent run. He's flicked it onto Sunset-Bell, who just struggles. So he'll hold the ball up, look for the gap of Fletcher. And Fletcher should have had a goal for himself. Lads, this is dominance. Keep it up. And we could even win another league title. Yes, I am going early as I'm going to freshen this team up. We always need to try and do that. So do that we will do. That's a brilliant tackle. Healy, get away from that man. Come on. Be a bit stronger. Hall straight through the middle onto Sam Nombe. Don't let him go out wide again. He goes through the middle. Don't concede again, even though we haven't already. Pretty sure we would have lost some games in this build-up. Haven't, like I said, checked the form. Hopefully we're on decent form. Harrison allowed to run. What a signing, by the way, in non-league. Scores again, a brace. Rose is coaching his ex-teammate to be like him. Maybe he could be the top scorer here. And we've just got to keep on plodding along. Can we make it 3? We've got the youth player who's still got the youth academy to check again. That's a good ball in from Kiyate. Didn't even get played in the league below, but gets played in the league above. That's a great cut in from Walker. Oh, off the bench, Walker gives Rotherham United a demolition job from Barrow. Danny Rose spoke to the media and said this team has no ceiling. The cohesion is on lock. And he thinks another promotion's on the cards if we try hard enough. Wow, and this is not what I expected. 7 games in, 2 wins, yes, 4 draws. But only 1 defeat after promotion. Peterborough sit top of the league, and I think we've played them, so that must have been maybe a draw, maybe the 1 loss. Let's check who the 1 loss was. Okay, so it was Chesterfield. We lost to Huddersfield as well. We lost in the Cup second round to Wickham. That's disappointing. Oh, but the FA Cup's going to start, and I've got to play the club I support, Grimsby Town. That's my first big test as a manager. But my next big test is promoting potential youth again. We haven't gone for a while. Jermaine Barber needs to actually call his barber to do some work. Sorry, I couldn't resist. No one truly great. Leon Briggs is 16-year-old. He's better than a lot of the old lads we've still got knocking around the reserves. And to be fair, we've got some money knocking around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to Scott Smith. And I'm going to sign him up, showing players that don't even play week in, week out, I'm still on decent terms with. This team has gelled as one. And don't think I'm not keeping my eye out for potential job opportunities. There's Doncaster low in this league. I mean, I don't want to go to anyone below us. Yeah, and I've kind of had to play my team, Grimsby Town. I've had to play them. I want my taste of FA Cup action. I'm going through all the trophies. We're new to the division. We've tested the EFL Virtue Trophy, the EFL Cup, basically, the mini cup. We've tasted EFL League 2. Now it's the FA Cup against the League 2 team in the one I support. We've got to be careful. Sunsup Bell needs revenge for his releasement, and that's good skill from Rooney. I hate saying all this, though. This is the club that I love. And then Harrison into Fletcher. Fletcher's been on tremendous form today. There's Sunsup Bell's chance. So very close. And Jay's Cabia. Cabia's going out wide into Charles Vernham. Super King Charles. Don't let the ball go through to Cabia. Walker jumps over the tackle. Walker's quite old now, so hopefully our DM can just pick up on him. Healy. And Curry going back. Curry's left the club IRL. That's a neat turn, though, into Jamie Walker. Let's run at Grimsby. Connor Mahoney. There's the ball inside to Sunsup Bell if we can try and reach it. 3 players on the back of our winger who's brilliant. No wonder they want to try and mark him. Healy is looking to switch that in. And we're offside. Only just, though. Rooney knocking on the door. Harrison, you've got to be quicker with the pass. Rooney keeps it through the middle. Fletcher. Harrison will just knock it onto the striker. Christy Pym's made a save. And we'll try another corner tactic. Pass it straight in. Sunsup Bell. Out wide again. Mahoney, that is decent towards the back post. Level with the Mariners still, so I'll make the change of Walker and Chiarte, both who made an impact in the last goal we scored. Rooney, come on. And channel your Inawaza, please. Both played an impact in the Rotherham game, both coming off the bench as well. One got a goal. We need Rooney on the wing to channel his Inawaza. Make sure next time he gets a chance, he goes and finishes it. Walker, that was meant for him. Sunsup Bell on the stretch. We've got this game. Come on. We even need the revenue for the club. Here's Healy again with a back stick feel off. There's Sunsup Bell. Sunsup Bell trying to get round his man. Kieran Green's come on. The captain for Walker now. And we're still trying to find our corner tactic. That's a decent one if there's someone in the middle. It is just taking its time to come. But here is Rooney now on the ball into Healy. Can we forge a little chance here? Fletcher, Chiarte, that's a brilliant ball, and he's took its time, but in the 88th minute, it's you-know-who, the man released from the Mariners, Jude Sunsup Bell, a brilliant ball through from Chiarte. We stayed onside, and the ex-Grimsby striker told us to sign that ex-Grimsby striker who scores the goal to hopefully defeat Christy Pym and my club I love. Is kind of soul damage in the virtue. Oh, wait, I thought that was the FA Cup then. Right, okay, we should still have a chance of a big FA Cup game. Please give us that ultimate moneymaker, but we're going to be playing Notts County, who honestly, I feel I could sim for a better game. In the next rounders, when you look at the league, EFL League 2, we are second with only 2 L's. Plain Tranmere next to our newer at the bottom. Domination from the blue and white sides near the top. Peterborough are on top, who have some sensational players for this level. I know he's been released in real life by Archie Collins. Matthew Garber, didn't he go to the World Cup just with New Zealand? Harry Leonard's another one. Alex Bass in the goal. There's plenty to mention. As let's not fail to mention, we've just punched up and beat a League 1 team in a simulated game to take us further in the FA Cup. Harrison gets man of the match. I'm not even changing the team up much, as the next game is a team just in the league above. It's going to be Blackpool, but now I'm not thinking about a big club. Now I'm thinking about progression. I'm potentially building a side that can actually compete, but I'm looking at job offers. I'm finding job offers now available. But enough about them for now. I might have applied for some jobs. This might be the end of Barrow, but then again, do we want another league title? Oh, if it was race to the Premier League, I'd probably stay with Barrow and keep racing it, but I've got to win the top divisions and the clubs that I have seen. I am very excited to bring to you guys if we can get a job at one of them, but these aren't going to be an easy test. Doncaster, I don't know what they're doing back at this division. They've fallen into it a few times over the recent years. Oh, and Grant Hanlon's just turned us. What a save by Nathaniel Ford. We don't usually call on our keeper. We've done there, and he's made an amazing stop. Hanlon's gone out of play. Hopefully we go out of Barrow. But even when the manager's mind is off it, the team's still doing okay. I think Doncaster should beat us on paper. Luke Molyneux, what a player he is. But what a player our goalkeeper is. He's kept us in it come half-time. We need to step it up though, Barrow. This is not the send-off I expect, but then again, the players probably don't expect me to leave. I don't want to turn into a hated manager as well. Usually I want to be headhunted, but if applying for jobs is what I need to do, that is what I'm going to try and do. Let's just get a goal, kill this game off. Harrison, Kiyate, not good passing at all. A late goal to go and win it. Plenty of added time. Tyler Walker takes it on. Tyler Walker's been here from day one. He should have scored. Oram with the stop. And a corner has never worked for us. I've wanted them to work for so long. Just please, don't let it go out of play. Don't let this move stop. But it does. And them fans potentially could have seen the last of that man. We've even fallen down the league a little bit, but the job offers are available. On our CV, we have a trophy, which hopefully loads of clubs do see. And these are the jobs that are available. However, as everyone already got a manager, it looks like Gareth Ainsworth's gone to Wigan. We've got the team we beat. Notts County, we'll take Wigan off the list. Bradford. I'm not throwing any shade at other clubs because these three are bigger than Grimsby, but they are big ones. Bradford, for example, and Stoke City, which is the intriguing one. We don't have deeper simulation on, but I'd expect their leagues above us. A league above the other teams. Right, let's check League One. Looks like everybody's happy in a job. Apart from Bradford in 18th, so it's not even a team in the relegation zone. Notts County out the same, and they're actually in a decent position. Likely to get that job. Certain to get the Bradford job. As Stoke seem in a pickle, and it says it's possible that I could get this. Even possible I could get the job of Jack Wilshere. They all say safe, but when it's like possible and certain, kind of saying the job is becoming available. Stoke are the ones to sack a manager, however, so I'm going to put an application in. And I am going to check out their players. This could be a massive task of trying to keep Stoke City in a division. We're used to winning divisions. And sometimes managers that are used to winning aren't very good when they're tasked with fighting bottom places, such as bottom of the championship. When I look at that first player, Brendan Aronson, okay. Then they've got a lot of 70 rated. It's not that bad. Lawal. Another decent striker, Nathan Lowe. Junior Tishumenu. Let's go position-wise. And there's your problem. They've only got 2 goalkeepers, including Tommy Simkin. And they've lost 3 major players. I know these Stoke ones because I always use them in career mode when I'm coaching Stoke on the main channel. Sorba Thomas, Manhoof, and Bae Jun Ho are not there. That is why the job's available, so I've found them. Of course, Johansson, the goalkeeper they lost, not in real life, he signed a contract. Just like I could do here. Because as you can see, job offer from Stoke City. That's a job I really can't turn down. So after a year and a half at Barrow, we make a huge step up, going into the English second tier.